Okay, so over a very low heat, you want to melt the butter. So once that's melted, or as that's melted, you just leave it melted. You want to mix all the other ingredients besides the bread. So the eggs, the milk, you got a nice local milk here. Big difference. Getting a, like, the ingredients make a huge difference. If you're gonna get factory farmed eggs and factory farmed milk, it's gonna taste different than if you have backyard chicken eggs and a local small farm milk. You're gonna taste the difference. If you don't believe me, experiment yourself. We're trying to reduce sugar. There's natural sugar in the milk already, so you can skip sweeteners, but my mom likes it sweet. But we do want to reduce the sugar, so using too much stevia gives it the stevia taste. But if you have just a little stevia and just a little monk fruit, and then a little bit of a sugary sugar, like molasses and the raisins, this is going to be plenty sweet. But we reduce the sugar, the added sugar, with the monk fruit and the stevia, and the natural sugar from the milk, we don't really, and the raisins we don't really worry about, and just a little bit of molasses. So you mix that all together. Now the cinnamon kind of floats on the top, which is annoying. I use this little, I use a technique, my cat's attacking me. Stop it! Have this technique, I call it the smush technique. So like on the side, I push the cinnamon against the side of the bowl and just kind of smush it. And like you might, I already did it a little bit, but you might see that it's in like these weird clumps, and that's annoying. So you just kind of smush it. Ow, ow, stop it, ow, fuck. See, like that right there. See, I'm gonna smush it, and this other thing. Yeah. Right, and then you push it down in and then mix it together. So then the point is the cinnamon gets wet because it gets in these clumps and it's like dry on the inside. So if you smush it on the side, and our butter's nice and warm, because the butter, it's gonna solidify once you put it in the cold milk. So you need to do that quickly. I should probably put the phone down in two hands because I'm gonna use my handy dandy rubber scraper. This thing's great because it scrapes away the side and it cleans it. See, like you get all that stuff rather than. So I really love this tool. It's my favorite thing. My favorite kitchen tool. So anyway, I'm gonna scrape that so there isn't a bunch of like lost butter. Good stuff. But we want to mix it in right away because it's gonna start solidifying right away. See how it's solidifying already? You can see it on the top. Yeah, and you know what? You can scrape that right into the bread. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pour this on top of the bread. And if there's, we want to submerge the bread. We want the bread to be soaking in this sweet milk and butter egg mixture. That's what we want. Because the milk is so nice, I used a little bit extra milk this time. It's whole milk, so there's cream in it, and that's just perfect. But see, because I mixed it right in, the butter's nice and mixed in, so this is perfect. Yeah, here we go, ready? Now I want to make sure to get all the bread wet, so I spread it around as I pour. And if there's any like leftover bread that isn't wet or submerged at the end, we can add more, anything. We can add another egg, which is a little harder because you gotta mix them up and they should be all mixed into the mixture. But we can add more milk. We can add put a little bit of butter on top of any of these things. Okay, I forgot, I didn't break that yolk. I couldn't see it under the cinnamon. We're doing a great job. It's hard with one hand. I would be scraping that with my rubber scraper, but I can't because I am holding the phone. Well, this is only the second time I'm doing this, so get a little pad or something. Okay, so yeah, see, I didn't do enough. Of the mixture. It's only that deep. It needs to be much closer to the top. Well, we got more milk, so I'm just gonna pour more milk right on top, but I'm gonna aim for the bread that didn't get wet. like the spread on top right here. We want all the bread to be wet. Are you excited for bread pudding, Mom?
Yes, I am. No.
So that's a yes for bread pudding.
That is a yes for bread pudding. Woohoo! How many eggs are in there?
5.
Wow. Okay.